Hey, how's it going tonight? Well, hope all you guys and gals had an amazing day out there. I did the best I could, you know what I'm saying? Um, so it's the new moon and everything. Hope y'all did something to kind of bring in some new money and things like that for yourselves, bring in some abundance, stuff like that. That's what they say it's good for, clearing out the old and bringing in some new. Um, you know, sometimes you have to clean up your spaces so you can and get rid of some stuff so you can make room for the new to come in too, right? Sometimes when you have congested spaces, too much stuff hanging around, things like that, you don't have any room for anything new to come in. So just remember that. So yeah, the last few nights I kind of been talking about, or I guess, last little while, um, just about how like I grew up and stuff like that, and the whole topic of infidelity and things. And yeah, and like I said, last night, just if you find yourself in that boat, just think about, the ripple effects from your choices, because honestly, that stuff really does matter. But another thing I'd like to talk about is, ripple effects from your choices. Mental health is a big thing. Um, it's coming up in a couple days here. 26 years that a really good friend of mine ended up taking his life. Um, so some days, if you have one of those friends that's kind of gone silent, you kind of wonder where they are at, what they've been doing lately. They just kind of dropped off. They don't really seem like themselves. Check in on them. Ask them, hey, how are you doing? And if they kind of bypass, just say, no, seriously, it matters to me. How are you doing? Because, sometimes that's all it takes. It's just that one reach out to make a difference. Um, you know, Even though with some people you may make that reach out and it may not make a difference because some get set in their ways and that's what they plan on doing and that's what they're going to do. It's an unfortunate thing. It's really it's a sad thing. Um, it's it's life though, right? It's their choice. Um, Lots of people say it's the most selfish thing you can do. You don't think about others, blah blah blah. The only thing is though, those people don't know what that person was going through. Um, Maybe that was their only option. Things like that. Maybe they did feel unheard. Maybe they did feel not worthy. Things like that. So that's why I say, reach out, send value to people.